Oh, this is Phil from UNDERkg.com. So we've got Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. So the Galaxy Tab nowadays is kind of an entry-level tablet, starting with the Galaxy Tab Pro, and there's an upcoming Galaxy Tab S, Galaxy Tab Pro, and the Galaxy Tab on the bottom entry level. So this is a cheaper version of the Galaxy Tab series. It's selling at $270 originally. Then they're giving out the discount for now, so you can get it for $240 from Amazon. And what I noticed from the beginning is that it resembles a lot from the Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4, which was an amazing device, and it's not ugly as the Samsung used to do with the cheaper version of the devices. They intentionally made the devices look ugly, but this isn't too bad. This is nowhere being beautiful, but this isn't too ugly. It's got a Samsung logo on the top with the front-facing camera, 8-inch of a 1280 by 800 pixels of a display, multitasking key, home key, and the back key is there. And on the right is a power key with the volume rocker, infrared port, micro SD card slot, expandable, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, and nothing on the left, followed by the micro USB port on the bottom. And on the back is a 3-megapixel camera with the fixed focus, which is quite impressive because it's been quite a while since I last seen a camera without the autofocus function, since it's been a de facto standard for the cell phones or the tablets. It's got a Samsung logo, it's got certification logos, and the speaker grill right there, which plays quite a okay volume of a music. And the back plate over here, same with the Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 edition, is without any coating, so it's just pure piece of plastic. There is one good thing about this plastic, that is scratch resistant. It's not gonna get scratched that easily, but surely it doesn't feel premium at all. Aside from that, the software is almost identical as the other Galaxy Tabs or Galaxy Notes, as you can swipe in any direction to unlock the screen, and there's a TouchWiz launcher, which is almost the same. It's just that it doesn't have the magazine UX. I don't know. I'm not really sure if it's just a Galaxy Tab 4 or they ditched the interface for good, but it doesn't have that. The app drawer and everything's the same. The notification bar, expandable, is almost the same. It is equipped with the latest version of the Android. Samsung's good at doing that. It's got an Android KitKat. That's the latest one. And I'm not exactly happy with the Samsung TouchWiz, so let me just switch to Nova Launcher. And the spec-wise, it's nothing spectacular. It's got a Snapdragon 400 processor built in with the 1.5 gigabytes of RAM with the 16 gigabytes of storage of the version that I got. And with Snapdragon 400, which is not exactly the best processor in the world, but with the resolution as low as this, it doesn't really lag in whichever actions that you do. And the display as well, the 720p display doesn't look too bad on the 8-inch device. I know I've seen a lot of better displays, but this is not exactly a terrible one, I should say. So aside from the display, the speaker plays quite good of a music, and so does the headphone jack on the top. The sound quality isn't too bad, and the battery life isn't bad either. It's just about the mediocre. It's not spectacular or anything, but it does its job. What is interesting, the only thing that's probably interesting out of the software of the Galaxy Tab 4 is the multi-window. It's not the usual multi-window that we know. They upgraded it to the next level. So what you can do is when you tap on the icon here, of course you can manage the ratio or how big of a size that the two split screens gonna have. But when you tap on here, there's this. You can tap on that and you can get a text string into another app. It's not doing what it's supposed to, but just like that, you can just get the string to the other screen, which is totally multitasking, being a lot useful than before. So that's the one thing that I really loved about it. But what I didn't love about it is how they did the cost reduction. I'm not going to mention the back plate because that's what everybody does. Using cheaper material is the basics of the cost reduction. But Samsung was clever, more clever than that. Look at the soft key right there, the multitasking key and the back key. Usually these have the backlist beneath that, but Galaxy Tab 4 doesn't have that. It's not power saving or anything. It simply doesn't have the LED light behind it. And not to mention the camera, it's got a fixed focus, which I haven't seen in a while. And the one other thing is the internals. Snapdragon 400 is totally acceptable with the less gigabytes of RAM, but that sensor being only one. There's one sensor that's being accelerometer, so your screen actually rotates automatically. That's it. There's no auto brightness because there's no ambient sensor, so you gotta switch back and forth when you get into the darker or a brighter environment. And there's no gyroscope sensor, there's no other kick-ass sensor. So if there's a game that utilizes the whole sensors of your device, your Galaxy Tab 4 is not gonna be able to handle it. So that's the thing. If the tablet itself is not bad, it performs good, and everything is just, if not great, they're mediocre. But what does annoy me is that it's selling for $240, which is not exactly a lot of difference from the Nexus 7 or the other better tablets in the market. This is totally not worth the price. I mean, if you're gonna get into a cost reduction, that you gotta sell it cheap. If you reduced the cost, if you reduce the cost, where does the cost go? It's still selling for $240. So you can get a lot better of a tablet with the same price, and for the same specs, you can get other tablets a lot cheaper. So this doesn't really make sense to me. For its price and its spec and its price cost reductions, it doesn't make sense at all. If you got it as a gift, sure, you can keep on using it. It's got some interesting features and it does its job. But if you're planning to buy one, never. Don't do that, please. So that was Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. Please tap on here to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys later with the interesting devices and reviews right here on our channel. Thank you always for watching.